There are several indigenous tribes native to the Delmarva Peninsula, including the Lenape, Nanticoke, Choptank, Pocomoke, Assateague, Accohonic, and Nasi-Wawash.
Now, you may remember when Roy Saunders stopped by Historic Studio D, shared with us some of the history of the Lenni and Lenape. These tribes lived in this area for centuries before European colonization.
So how would you like to step back in time to the rich heritage of the Native American people of Delmarva? Well, with us this afternoon to explain how you can do exactly that is Zeke Willie, a trustee of Chacon Village at Hansell in Dorchester County. He's joined by Herman Jackson, one of the volunteers. Welcome to DelmarvaLife, or you were teaching me how to say good afternoon.
Iwinitu. It means peace or hello.
Hello.
Is our greeting.
I like that.
Okay, yeah.
I like that. Okay, so the 12th annual Chacon Day is coming up. Now, this isn't a powwow, is it?
No, this is not a powwow. This is a celebration of the Native American people.
Okay.
Which is part of our mission at Hansell. We have the three cultures. We celebrate the education and, blank that quick, of three cultures.
Right. Yeah.
Which is the Native American, the enslaved African American, and the colonial Americans.
Okay.
Because all three were present at Hansell.
Distinct yet combined. Now, you have a history, your family has a history in Dorchester County.
Not as long as Herman's. We've only been here since 1740.
Oh, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Herman's people date back about 20,000 years.
The beginning.
So you're an original from here.
Yeah, right, there you go.
So there's a lot of things going on there. The Longhouse, it's a special project. Tell us about that.
That's what happened when you get old people together. Actually, it was started by Daniel Farhawk. He kind of got us volunteering on it. And there's a story about Daniel Farhawk. He asked his grandfather once, said, "Grandfather, I heard we have Indian blood." And his grandfather said, "We do, but don't tell anybody about that."
Is
Back
that
when
right?
he was a child, that was something you kept to
That's
yourself.
a bad thing.
But in the last 20 years, it's been more of a celebration of Native Americans than it has 50 years prior to that.
Absolutely. Okay, so
Interesting.
you got the Longhouse.
Longhouse, yeah.
What other kind of things will we see? You've got me holding some rocks.
Yes.
Explain what's in my hand.
Well,
Well, now quit looking at him for all the answers.
Oh,
You
no,
know
no,
this
he's
stuff.
the napper.
He's okay, all right.
Yeah.
Flint napping, you said napper.
Flint
well,
napping.
napping,
Yeah.
not meaning sleeping. But napping is the process of taking a rock and making a usable tool out of it.
A rock
Oh, okay.
of which you would chip off a piece,
Chip off a piece either using antler or another rock.
which is some of what you have here on
And
the table.
one of the Pocomokes, we have Philip Goldsboro and Sam. They'll be demonstrating how to make it. And Philip is a master flint napper. And Oscar Sipler and myself will also be showing people and teaching people how to flint nap.
Okay, and you wind up with the arrowhead, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
And that one's rough. It's not finished.
it's
by
not
no means.
finished.
Oh, okay.
I'd be cutting my fingers on it if it were.
Yeah. So Herman, I mean, you were dressed in, I guess, regalia.
Regalia,
of,
yes.
of the Nanticoke, and you were, which you were a descendant of.
Yes, I am a descendant of Nanticoke. Our tribe is presently in Millsboro. Jimmy's been over to our museum.
Yes.
We do our annual powwow the weekend after Labor Day. But this is Chacon, which was originally a reservation for us, one of the first. And but our treaties were made with England,
Right.
so, and they didn't hold up to them either.
Really.
They took it back because you're confining so many people in an area that live off the land.
Right.
The land can only sustain so much. And there was, 5,166 and 1/4 acres
That's
for
not,
Chacon.
that ain't enough.
Yeah, and but they're used to going inland for the winter.
Right.
And, they kind of break up and move inland. So when we went inland, then the settlers come over and just move right in. Burned down our long houses and all,
And
moved in.
At one time, they estimated it might have been 3,000 Nanticoke Indians there at one
Is that
time.
right?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Amazing history. Now, you've got two very special people showing up, and this is the first time they've been together, right? Firehawk,
And Drew.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both interpreters of Farhawk is at Jamestown Island, and Drew is, they've both been on Maryland Public Television.
Okay.
He's currently doing a PBS movie.
Oh, wow.
And they filmed it last weekend. They done a part of it.
Okay.
Oh, that's
We had
interesting.
some of our tribal members were there. Lalape had tribal members. I was too old, so he didn't invite me.
All right. Well, we want to get back to the Chacon Day at Hansel. When and where is
It's
it?
the last Saturday of April, the 26th, starting at 10 o'clock. And this year we're doing special things for children. Well, for one, learning how to speak the Nanticoke language, and also making bracelets. And they'll actually make a little headband with a feather.
Oh, wow.
Oh, neat.
So we can see them running around like little native children.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And the great part about it there is they get to see it.
Yes.
You know, it ain't in a book.
Right.
They walk right up. Well, I have a table with furs and everything. Zeke has furs. But the kids can walk up, touch it, feel it,
Hands-on.
put it on.
In person.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
in
that.
person. And I think they learn a lot more that way than just sitting looking at a book.
You're right. Absolutely.
Lisa, do you have good dancing shoes?
I probably.
We will have drummers, and Herman will be leading people into a dance.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So bring your dancing shoes.
All right. Well, we're going to have all the information, everything you need to know so that you can attend the Chacon Day at Hansel. It's on DelmarvaLife.com. Click on what's happening today, and you'll see the information you need. Zeke Willie and Herman Jackson, thank you so
Well,
much
real
for
quick.
coming in. Oh, yeah?
real quick. It is part of our tradition and all to always give a gift. So this here is the Nanticoke language book.
Oh,
Really?
It was
wow.
5 years in the making. And if you look inside, there's a CD.
I was gonna say
for us
there's something
people
else
that
in
can't read those.
Look at
But,
that. Thank you.
Thank you
But
so
there
much.
was two people, Keith Cunningham and Corral Hall, both got PhDs from that book.
How about that?
So that
Wonderful.
is a part of history now that you hold to be yours for whatever you decide to do with it.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much.
having
Wonderful talking to you.